Hello. Welcome to LadyGang Quickie. Becca, Jack, and Kelty.
Sure is.
I ate too fast. It's stuck in my esophagus.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
I did that about an hour ago, and my stomach still feels weird. I
Really?
need to lay on my left side and fart.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Mine gets stuck up here, though.
The
Mine's
most
like I'm going to
embarrassing
regurgitate
thing is
it
that
up.
we've recently been calling people that worked for, or that booked Lady World. No, they booked Lady World, and we're like calling people, and Becca's like, "Hey, girl, so what are you doing?" And they're like, "I'm just blah blah blah." And she's like, "I have gas. I heard that if you lay on your left side." I'm like, "Can you not embarrass us in the first 5 minutes?"
Well, it's awkward.
Let me be honest with you, okay? Of all the advice
Be honest, Becca, for the first time in your life.
Of all the advice I've ever been given, okay? When people give you pointers and tips and tricks and blah, 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 like how you probably held on to the first time somebody taught you how to put an eyelash on, a fake eyelash, you know?
You're not wrong.
You remember those things that actually like work.
Yeah.
And I had trapped gas. I was on
to the
tour.
hospital.
No, I was on tour.
This has been an ongoing problem for you
For a long time. I
years.
eat too fast. I'm like a dog. I need one of those like things, the bowls that they have to pay for.
Swiffle, like Callie has a swiffle
I
mat.
need that. So I was on tour with one of my really, really good friends, Logan, and our friend Billy, and we were eating Waffle House to go in a shitty hotel room in like Houston, Texas. We were on a tour of some show. And
What do you mean some show?
like maybe it might have been West Side Story or one of those musicals.
She likes to be in America.
Yes, I do. And so I ate my f***ing Waffle House too quickly, and I was writhing in pain. And my friend Billy looked at me and he goes, "Lay on your left side." And I go, "Why would I lay on my left side?" He goes, "Because that's how you let farts out. That is how you get trapped gas out."
Your gas goes around
Do you
like
know
that.
when you get a colonic, they make you lay on your left side?
Well, I didn't know this.
And when you do the stomach massage to poop, that you have to go around to the left side?
To the
She's
left,
looking
right?
at me like, "Am I right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, girl."
No, you are.
Why are you looking at me?
Because I know you do them.
I know.
I do them too. Well, not anymore. But.
Yeah, so I did it and it was like immediate relief, and I've never forgotten it because I can't imagine having gone this long in my life not knowing that trick.
Godspeed to your
Where's the gas trapped?
butthole.
In the stomach or by the butt?
Here's the thing, Jack.
Or like in the shoulders?
Hold my hand. Hold my
I
hands.
get gas pains all
Hold
over my chest.
finger. No, I want to
her
hold your finger
fingers.
a Cynthia Erivo style.
She's gonna be weird.
Okay.
Not this.
No, that's
She doesn't like soft
That's what
touches.
I don't like that. It looks so fucking weird.
Okay, what?
okay. What I was gonna say is, Jack, I want to talk to you for a second about Becca. Becca, pretend you're not here. Becca doesn't understand because she's not tall like us. We're tall, and so our gas has more space. But she's a scrunched person. She's just 5'2" or 3.
5'3".
And her intestines are
She's like
scrunched
barely
down.
shorter than you.
She's
Exactly.
I'm
Thank you
5'6"
so much.
and 3/4.
No,
Okay?
you're not.
No, you're
I'm
not.
5'5" and 3/4.
Yeah, you're not even 5'6". Actually, the other day, what did she say the other day that was so offensive? Oh, somebody did an interview at E. I'm not going to say who it is because this would be mean. And Derek said to Kelty, he goes, "Oh my gosh, I didn't realize she's so tiny. She's so skinny." And Kelty goes, No. She's like Becca. She's just like a short person. And I was like, first of all, f- you. Second of all, it actually makes it sound like when you're
did you
a short
say this
person.
live on TV?
No. This was just like
In passing.
Oh, okay.
I
You were
like to offend people casually.
Yeah, she goes, "Oh my God, no, she's not. She's just like tiny. She's like Becca." And I was thinking, okay, so this is the type of thing where it does not matter if you're short. It does not matter how hard or how rocking your butt is. It just doesn't count because you're short.
100%.
What do you mean?
You photograph not like a supermodel.
Oh my God.
I didn't make the rules of the cameras, okay?
It's not about a fucking camera. It's about living in person because most people don't take their whole lives
you're
behind a camera.
already, and no offense, Jack, the prettiest one of the Lady Gang. It's fine.
I'm
You're
not
already
down.
fine.
To you.
I'm old.
No, I'm saying, but according to you, it's not something that's like, it's undeniable that I am a short person. It is deniable that I am the
Today on
prettiest
Instagram,
one.
Yeah, it's
I was-
subjective versus
Yes.
objective.
Today on Instagram, I was served Where Are the Good Men Gone, Holding Up for Hero, Becca Tobin in the leather, which we've enjoyed over the years.
Yeah.
I was served it again. And I watched the whole thing start to
Interesting
finish.
algorithm.
Were you
got.
so like distracted by how short my intestines were?
No.
You fucking bitch.
I was distracted by how hot you were. And I was like, God damn it.
If only she was tall.
If only she was
She'd
tall.
be so much
She would look
hotter.
so much better in that lycra outfit. No, you're beautiful. I love you so much. Okay, next.
Now that we've
Today's episode is all about talking to your younger self. Your younger,
Yeah.
shorter, or taller self, depending on who
Such
you
a
are.
cunt.
What event from your childhood most shaped who you are today? Jack, it's when your dad literally filmed your mom birthing you and your head coming out of her vagina. And we have it somewhere. We just can't find it.
It's God knows where it is. No, mine was just going to my first concert. It's like the one thing that defined like
What was your first concert?
New Kids on the Block.
no.
O-Town.
This band called Sugar Coal and this band called Finch. They played at the Irvine Spectrum, which is like my local mall in a parking lot. I
love the Irvine Spectrum. I've been there many times.
It's great. It's only getting better. They're putting a Din Tai Fung in there.
What's a Din Tai Fung?
Like the best dumpling place
Restaurant.
ever.
Dumplings are not for vegetarians.
They make a
They
ton of
make veggie
vegetarian
ones.
options.
Yeah. Anyways,
Raise that mic, short girl.
I was wearing.
I'm going to start making fun of your age.
I think you should
So
because
easy.
I am 32.
so much older than us.
When I was like, hold on,
What?
just let me pause for a second. So Scott Wolf loves Access Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, that was so
Scott Wolf
funny.
from Party 5 is at Access
When she
Hollywood
said the
like
Scott
every
Wolf
3
text.
weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And I fucking love Scott Wolf, okay?
But why are you saying he loves Access Hollywood?
His publicist, he is the age
He's
of
obsessed.
Access Hollywood. Like
Okay,
a 90s
That
star.
is a different thing than
doesn't
him.
love
I thought you
coming
meant he
there.
like watches Access
No.
Hollywood.
He's at Access Hollywood a lot. Like
Right.
they love him.
Yeah.
Actually, it should be that way. Like
Yes,
Access Hollywood
exactly.
loves him.
That's what I
and
thought.
they shoot in our studio.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times when I get to work in my sweatpants, like today, and I'm ugly, I have to avoid Scott Wolf because Scott Wolf was my celebrity crush with the Scott Wolf hair. I literally dated Kevin Duff in high school because he had the Scott Wolf hair. Like I swear
I
to
literally
God.
don't know who Scott Wolf is.
He's an
I mean,
actor
I-
who's on Party 5. He's
I
amazing.
know who he is,
And
but-
the publicist was like, hey, we've seen you a couple times at Access Hollywood and we see how much you love Scott Wolf. Like, do you want him on the podcast? And I was like, let me ask the girls because I'm not sure that they're on the Scott Wolf train. And then I texted Becca and Jack and I was like, any interest in Scott Wolf? And you, both of them were like, we're too young.
No, I
Becca
said he was
it.
a little before my time.
Which means a little even before my time.
So
As youngest.
dark.
You can have. There have been many people that
Yeah.
have been all of our cups of tea on our podcast.
I thought you were asking because you were kind of lukewarm on it.
Yeah.
And so I was
No,
just.
I'm hot on
have
it.
him come on.
Then
I
have
love
him
you
come
being
on.
I'm
hot.
a tamale
No,
on
but
it.
he needs to be in person because we have to
In
see.
person, I rushed
And if he's hot,
home.
I might be onto him too.
I guarantee you'll be on this.
Is he hot still?
He's a very attractive
very
man.
cute.
Okay.
He
Is he married?
I think so. I don't know. I don't focus on those kinds of details.
Yeah, right.
I used to have ballet from 7 to 9 on Wednesday nights when I was growing up in high school. That was advanced ballet or whatever it was. And his show came on at 9.
So you had to get home. Rush
I would
home.
drive home
He's
like
56.
no, he is not.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's been
56?
That's
been
two
with his
generations above me.
He's been with his wife Kelly since 2004. That's so sweet.
Does he look
He's
like?
really cute still. He had a great spray
He
tan
looks
today.
great.
Oh, you saw him today?
I literally saw him
Oh wait,
today.
I don't see it. Go back up.
sorry.
And I ran into makeup and I was like, you guys,
Oh
Scott
my, he
Wolf's
looks
here.
like what's his name?
He loves the flip hair. He has the same hair. That's
He,
why
he looks like Marty McFly.
a little bit like
little,
Michael J.
yeah.
Fox.
Michael
Yeah.
J. Fox, yeah.
Same vibe.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he's
okay.
got a cute crooked smile. I love a crooked smile.
He
looks
never
a
fixed
lot
it.
like Michael J. Fox. Has nobody said that before?
So cute. Okay, Becca, what's the event of your childhood?
Oh, seeing my first Broadway show.
What was it? Wicked?
She Loves Me. Wicked. Wicked opened when we were like
Rude.
in like college.
college. I was 84.
He's like, I was already 35 when it was out.
No, I think I was
Honestly, if I have
7
to
or
talk
something.
about Wicked,
I
don't wanna talk
I
about
know
Wicked.
NBC
Talking
Universal
about
made
Wicked.
Wicked, but like I can't talk about it anymore. I need it.
I don't think
need a
anybody's
break.
talking about it anymore. It's done.
No, we're
I think
talking
it's
about
just
it.
you guys at E
We're
News.
talking about it every night.
Why? Like, what new
Still?
stories are
I love
there?
it. I think it was amazing.
Of course, you can appreciate something and
I
not have to talk about it all the
Need
time.
a little break. and then I'm going to come back. I need a break. I'm holding space for Wicked next fall. I don't need.
Why are people still talking about it?
Because it's award season.
Oh,
We cannot let anything go.
It's so crazy.
It's great.
No,
it's
no.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, of course it's great. It's amazing. But it's so funny that Hollywood is not caught up with the times to where it's like a new thing every 5 seconds for the public.
yeah.
And we can't just keep doing the same thing for award season. Like award season is not a thing anymore unless you are paid by like one studio.
Yeah.
It's just so prehistoric and weird. It's like collecting coins.
Award season is the most important season of my life. Next to Lady World
That's not
season.
even true anymore. You don't get it up for late. I mean, I know you enjoy it, but you also are aware you're in on the joke.
I'm in on the nobody's watching the award shows. We're watching.
It's
the
not as
clips.
important. Yeah.
Right. Like
Nothing is important.
It used
Yeah.
to be that people
Nothing
would go
is
see a
important anymore.
movie and the lifespan of people talking about that movie was several
year.
months
Yeah.
or even like a year.
It goes so
There's
fast.
too much now.
Too many things.
They need to catch up. They should do an award show every week.
Every week. What event from your childhood shaped you who you are, Becca?
The Broadway show
Oh
I
my
just
God,
mentioned.
hello?
Oh, yeah. What was the show about?
I don't remember. I was like 6 or 7, but I just remember
Your
being.
parents loved you enough to take you all the way to Broadway when you were 6 or 7?
Yeah, I mean,
Knowing
it's
you
so-
probably wouldn't remember it?
Yeah, my sister was older than
She
me.
obviously remembered it. She's
And I
talking about it
remember.
right now.
And also, New
you
York was
dress
such an
up?
easy trip from Atlanta. It's like an
Did
hour
you
and
wear
45
like
minutes.
a fancy patent shoe?
I don't know what I
Bet you
wore. I'm
did.
sure I did dress up because that's when people dressed up at the theater.
I still believe that you can't wear jeans to the theater.
I feel
The
pretty
theater.
strongly about that too, even though I've done it.
Of course we have, but I don't think it's okay. Okay.
What's yours?
Mine is pretty dark, but I'm
Oh.
going to give it to you guys. This is a new story that you may have not heard before about me, which after 10 years, it's shocking that this exists. But I've recently been toying with the idea of writing a solo book, which is probably a bad idea and won't get sold, but I've been toying about the idea and I've been trying to think of stories that shaped me to like my delusional self. And one of the stories is that so when I was in like grade 1 and grade 2, I used to go 3 times a week to a special room in the school. And I would go with my friend Miranda Osborne. I would love to know where you are, Miranda. And she was deaf. Wait,
You've told this story.
I have?
That your mom made you go or told the school you'd go with her,
Yes.
Wait.
so she didn't have to feel different.
Yes. I have told this story or just told
You've
you?
told it on the podcast.
I have. Okay.
She's like,
Let me
hold
just
your hats, ladies.
She's like, it's a new story that I'm playing with writing a book about. It's dark.
Okay. Dude, you're so stupid.
Here's the coolest note. Here's the coolest notes. Basically, I had a speech impediment, and my mom made me feel like I was just going with Miranda, who was deaf, and she also was working on her speech. She made me feel like I was going with Miranda as her friend so that the class wouldn't other her. But the truth was,
You needed it too.
I needed it because I couldn't say half the letters in the alphabet.
So then
And then she did not tell me until like literally last year. And I was like, do you remember when I used to go to those speech things? And she was like, yeah, because you couldn't say L and you called yourself Kowtee until you were like 9. And I was like, what? And she's like, it always surprised me that you become a professional talker on your podcast on TV because like you had no idea. And I was like, why didn't you tell me? And she's like, I didn't want you to believe it. Like I didn't want it to become a thing. So we just like sent you. And I was
she's like very ahead
the
of her
queen of
time.
delusion.
That is actually pretty crazy.
Yeah, because
My
you know
mom-
they're like the things you say to your kid about them
Yeah.
like shapes what
Yeah,
whatever.
and she was like, I didn't want you to think that there was anything wrong with you because there wasn't. But
Yeah.
like I have
But were you in the classroom being like, "Don't worry, guys, I'm just going"?
I have no idea. Probably.
She's telling it, yeah.
I'm perfect. But I'm
perfect.
just doing this to, like
because it's a good deed.
Like I literally remember going, being like, "Oh no! Like I'm here just to make it's okay, Miranda.
when they were
like you're
asking
fine."
you to say like lollipop 400 times, you did not pick up.
You're like, come on, Miranda.
Yeah,
Lolly.
but I also think like what a beautiful gift of delusion.
That is a gift of
because
delusion.
it's also, my mom never told me I was ugly. And I
Yeah.
was
Well, no
ugly.
one's moms. Well, some did, but like most moms don't tell their kids they're ugly.
No, I know, but my mom had me
No.
feeling like I was fucking Giselle my entire life. Like even
Till
in
now.
high school, when I had no teeth.
but now she criticizes you on TV.
No, there was an era when I first started on TV where she was like, "You look like death. You need a spray tan." But now I've spoken to her, and I think I've talked about on the podcast with your mom. You're not supposed to listen to, but I know you do. But now she's like biggest fan again. Almost too much so where I'm like, people are going to understand that you're the mom on Instagram. I don't want people to follow you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, stop being like, like I'll post something and she's like, "You always were the shining light, sweetie." And I was like, only a mom would write that comment on Instagram, you know? Or Becca.
I would never.
I know. Okay.
It's the last thing she'd say.
Next question. Is there anything that your parents do or have done that you don't agree with? Ooh, dark.
It's not that I don't agree with it, because I do, because I understand it. But my parents never argued in front of me. So I really never
neither
saw
did
my
mine.
parents fight.
Which is, I think, a good thing, no?
No, they say you're supposed to let your
Oh.
kids, as long as it's not like a knockdown, drag out, like calling your husband like a fucking asshole. I think,
Or probably all the time.
right. I think they say now that it's actually good for them to see healthy kids, to see like healthy arguments, but it's most important for them to see the,
Reconciliation.
yeah.
Well,
Like,
maybe
you
not
don't
an
leave.
argument, but maybe like a discussion. You don't want to.
No, I mean, I think an argument. I mean,
Really?
I don't think. I think if you're having, I would say Zach and I now, this many years into being together, we fight fair. It's very rare that we have some sort of crazy blowout that I
Yeah.
would be sad for my kid to see.
Yeah.
So he's too young now. I wouldn't fight in front of him. But even in high school, my parents it was just never in front of us, because I think that was the generation where they were like, don't.
Yeah.
And because my dad came from like a broken family, I think he didn't want us to feel like there was ever a chance in hell.
Yeah.
But that gave me a false sense of what a relationship was for a
Yeah.
while. Because then I would fight with boyfriends and be like, well, we got to fucking call it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed
It's
to do
over.
this.
It's
Not perfect.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that was the
I get
only,
that. The only thing I could really think of is just the fact that like my parents took care of like everything all of the time, to where I didn't have as much like financial literacy, and like it took me like longer to understand like what taxes were, because my dad would always just like do my
it.
taxes,
Yeah.
which is amazing, and I'm so thankful. But it's made it harder for me to
Adult.
adult sometimes, only with like very specific things like that. But yeah, that's
Can
all.
I just tell you something? I love your hair when it's dark like this with the blonde tips and the blonde front.
Well, it's been like this for like a year because I haven't dyed it.
But it's grown out more
extra
and more.
grown out.
I was thinking about maybe
beautiful.
getting it dyed again, but I don't. Maybe not.
I think it's perfect right now.
Thanks.
Perfect.
Thanks, because I hate getting it dyed.
You're perfect. Mine is that my mom just like fucking hated her body her whole life in front of me. And I think it's important. Like, I mean, you don't have girls yet. I don't know if you're having a girl, but when you have girls, like she just always was dieting, hating her body, shopping, telling me she didn't have anything to wear because she felt a certain way about her body. Both of my weddings, which is a crazy thing to say, but like hated what the options that she could wear. And like, I think those things are really real. And now that I'm like a woman living in a body, like I understand it, but she was very vocal about it. And like, I really understood that she hated her body from like a very young age.
Yeah.
And I hated that for her, because it's actually crazy. While I was scanning, I recently found a picture of her when my dad and her came to see me at the Rockettes. And she's wearing like this brown suit, and she looks so chic, you guys. Like dark hair, this brown suede suit. I was like, honestly, I would wear that suit. She looks so beautiful, but I like know that she hated herself then.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that we do, like every woman on the planet does, whereas like you hate yourself, you're so mean to yourself, and then you look back and you're like, wait, I wasn't like the like horrible hideous beast I thought I was, but like I saw that from her, and I wish she knew how beautiful she was, and it like broke my heart, and then it made me be like, oh, this is how we speak about ourselves.
Yeah.
It's interesting because all the studies show that that's like the number one thing to have girls have issues with their bodies. And all of my
100%.
best friends growing up whose moms were like that all grew up to have issues with their bodies.
Yeah.
It was like exactly textbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
100%.
it's so sad. And those like, that's the thing too, is they couldn't have known then either.
Of course,
No.
and they
It's
weren't
so
like
sad.
as woke
They
with
weren't-
it, you know?
No,
Yeah.
it's the whole generation was all just like that. That's just what it
Completely.
was.
They were like the Weight Watchers generation. Like my
Totally.
mom used
Every
to take
diet,
me to watch Weight Watchers with her, and
Atkins.
she'd be like, "I just need to do my weigh-in," and you
Yeah.
were just like, "Oh, this is something we do as women: is like
Yeah.
track our bodies and track
Yeah.
our calories and track like
So wild.
so f***ed
hard,
up.
you know."
Yeah.
She's like so beautiful, and then also you get old, and you're like, "Oh
Why
no,
didn't I appreciate it?
I was focusing on the wrong thing because what I should have been focusing on is like, did my knees work?
Yeah.
because I just want to be able to like walk up and down stairs.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's like the one thing on Instagram that I don't find to be cheesy and it's so against my character. It's not so much now, but I feel like a couple years ago there was this whole movement with mothers of moms who would do this thing where they'd stand in front of the mirror and while their little girls with them or watching, the mom would be like, "I love my hair today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I
right.
look really cute
Yeah,
today."
so cute.
And the little girls would always be like, "Me too."
Yeah.
And it's just sweet.
It's so true.
It's so sad.
We weren't here for a long time. We're here for a
Good time.
time. Bye.